She was once America's sweetheart on The Bachelor, but now Madison Prewett is sharing the most shocking chapter of her personal journey yet: addiction, shame, and spiritual warfare. This is a story you've never heard from Bachelor Nation before. Stick around, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that comment button with your thoughts. Madison Prewett is stepping into a whole new spotlight, and this time, it's not reality TV that has people talking. The 29-year-old Bachelor alum, known for her strong Christian values and dramatic journey on Peter Weber's season, is opening up about what she calls an addiction to sexual sin. In a recent episode of her Stay True podcast, Madison dropped a bombshell about her private battle with pornography and masturbation, one that began back in middle school and haunted her for years. Thankfully, by the grace of God, and by the power of godly community and people around me, I have been free from porn and masturbation for 10 years, she revealed. Today, she's a wife, a mother to 5-month-old daughter Hosanna, and a devout public figure. But this deeply personal confession shows just how far she's come. According to Madison, this part of her life was marked by isolation, guilt, and shame. "That was something that enslaved me and marked me for so long," she said, describing her struggle with vulnerability and spiritual pain. "No matter how much I loved Jesus, I could not shake that sin." She explained that despite her faith, she felt trapped. "I could not break free from porn and masturbation, and I would beat myself up and I would be bound by shame," she said. The tension between her Christian upbringing and her internal desires created a cycle of self-blame and secrecy. These actions only deepened her inner conflict. Torn between her spiritual ideals and the reality of her desires, Madison described the experience as both painful and consuming. She was caught in a cycle that, for years, she couldn't seem to escape. But she didn't give up. In her podcast, Madison emphasized the role that faith and community played in helping her break free. Confessing to God and confessing to other believers was key to finally confronting the burden she had carried in silence. She was clear, though, it wasn't an instant fix. "Obviously, that doesn't mean I went from that moment and never struggled again. Absolutely not," she admitted. "Even today," she said, "it's a battle. It's still a choice for me every single day, even as a married woman, to not return back to the past of my sexual sin addictions." The honesty continued as she described the ongoing discipline it takes to stay on the path she believes in. "It's still a choice every single day for me not to choose to lust after things that I see online, or to give in to a feeling that arises," she said. "I will not be mastered by my cravings." This powerful moment of transparency has struck a chord, especially among fans who have followed her since The Bachelor aired in 2020. Back then, Madison stood out as the contestant who openly declared her intent to save sex for marriage, a decision that made headlines and stirred major tension between her and Peter Weber during the show's final weeks. Now, Madison is showing that her convictions come from a much deeper and more personal place than anyone could have imagined. Her husband, Troutt, and their baby daughter Hosanna are now part of the support system that keeps her grounded. Madison's transformation from reality TV hopeful to faith-driven speaker and mom is a journey that continues to evolve. And this latest confession reveals a level of vulnerability and honesty that few public figures ever share. This isn't the first time Madison has used her platform to open up about her faith, but it might be the rawest. Her podcast episode has already prompted waves of reaction online, many praising her for addressing a topic that's often ignored, especially by Christian women. In a culture that rarely discusses female addiction to porn and masturbation, Madison's story shines a spotlight on the silent battles so many face. The fact that she's willing to break that silence could inspire others to seek help, open up, or simply feel less alone. But for Madison, it's not about fame anymore. It's about freedom. The kind of freedom that comes from being honest with yourself. From fighting every day not to fall back into patterns that once controlled you. From knowing you're not defined by your past. At 29, Madison Prewett is rewriting her story, and she's doing it on her own terms. If this story moved you, hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. Whether it's about Madison's courage, the taboo around sexual addiction, or your own experiences. Don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity deep dives, real-life stories, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Thanks for watching.